Hey, hey to all of the witches. The witches. How are ya? How are ya, witches? Or ya? How are ya? Look, we need to talk. We need to talk. Now you're gonna hear a lot of little noise and stuff in my background because I got two fans going, a main system air conditioner central, and two window units. All of this is going at one time. Something is aloof. Something is aloof. As I give everybody time to show up and to make it. Who's ever gonna come? Because I know notifications are not sent out until late. As they try and rid social media of the Orbia woman, the witch. Okay? But it's not gonna work. But look. So I want to talk to y'all. I don't know if I should just tarry to wait till everybody get here or what. Come on now, come on. Things been lagging a little bit here lately. Things have been lagging lately. Give me a minute, y'all. Give me a minute. I have to do this crazy stuff before I get started. I have to, let's see. Oh, I tell you, YouTube is always making changes. I would say it's going to be a minute of silence, but with all these fans and stuff in the system running, it's not. If you are down south, you're going to be feeling what I'm feeling. All of the people down south, you're going to be feeling what I'm feeling. This ain't no joke. Hey, Denisha, how you doing? Yeah. You get the bossa call, the welcoming call. Okay, so it's going on there now. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, hey, Alicia. Rocket, how you doing? Glad to have you here. Yeah, I'm noticing something. It's some strange stuff going on YouTube for me. Not for, I don't think for anyone else, but for me because, I'm being shadow banned big time. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all just deal with this for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to believe that you can have so many subscribers, over tens of thousands of subscribers, and can't even get no more a few people in the chat room. It's just very odd and strange. So it's one of those situations where if y'all want to know what I'm doing, y'all just check. And I'm sure y'all had to check. Did y'all get a notification? We have two people in here. Did y'all get a notification, or y'all had to just check to see if I'm doing a live stream? Can y'all hear me? Oh, you did? Okay. Did you get one, Alicia, if you still in here? Did you get a notification? Um, oh, you did too. So they regulate how many people they're gonna send a notification. They regulate that, don't they? Yeah, thank you, John, for your confirmation. So they may just send out 5 notifications. I got you. So y'all have to just regularly check. And I can't talk to everybody because everybody ain't got a notification. I cannot tell everybody, hey, look, just check to see what's on the channel. Don't wait for a notification because they're not really sending any out. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get into this. While you're at it, if you want to see this video again, go ahead on and save it and share it if you like. Okay? Let's talk. And I wrote that just like I wanted to, which is this is the Bigone. Not the big one, but the Bigone. So people might be laughing and saying, oh, because they know I got the Southern dialect. Some people call it the Southern drawl. Some folk call it the slave language. Call it whatever you please. It is what it is. Grandma would say, this the Bigone him. Okay. So I'm not trying to incite any fear. There were all kind of thumbnails I wanted to choose, but you got a lot of people that are scared. You know what I'm saying? They are scared of the Obeah woman and the children of Obeah, of hoodoo, the hoodoo woman. They scared. And they soul, they scared. If they don't have one, their spirits are scared. If they don't even have a spirit, guess what? Their ancestors are frightened because they don't know what's going down. They don't know. Hey Chris, how you doing? Thank you so much for moderating. So this is where we are right now as they try to shadow ban anybody that they feel got the power. Okay, so they don't think it's the power. They don't know what it is. All they know is they are either frightened or intimidated, okay, by mama and by people just like her. So I can understand. I understand if it scare you, baby, because I done seen some stuff that done scared me too. If you scared, you scared. You better make it right with your maker, baby, because I ain't scared. Hello? I know what's here now. It's a spiritual war. This is spiritual warfare. It's a war between the motherfucking lizard people and the children of the goddamn sun. That's just basically what it is. So if you scared of me and you scared of my dolls and all of that, then you must be one of the cave lizard folks. Okay? I mean, it is what it is. And it's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Either you may be a reptile, or you may be one of the children, like I said, of light. Only those who dwell in the caves, okay, are frightened. Okay. So, anyways, I just wanted to talk about that because I'm gonna talk about that, and then I'm gonna get to what I'm talking about when I said this is the big one. When I said that, I'm gonna get to it. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. If you are afraid of my dolls, or if you say my dolls are scary looking, and you say my dolls are shameful, I'm talking to you. I saw your comment. And I want you to know I also saw you commenting on a channel that was insulting me and using racial slurs towards me. And God is going to punish you. And I put up with you for a minute. You were in my chat room and I knew you was over there. From now on, if I see anybody on my enemies' channels, I'm not gonna play game with you. I'm gonna come straight out and let you know what time it is. Okay? 2020 is the revelation of truth. I'm no longer gonna just sit down here and pretend like I don't know you don't like me. It's time for us to call out all of our loving warrior sacred ancestors all over this planet. And those ancestors that guard the matrix and the elite shall be exterminated and eliminated right now. You no longer will be slaves on a physical, mental, or spiritual level. This is the era of reckoning with the sun people. Now, I'm just going to tell you, you talking about my dolls are shameful. But then you may as well be saying I'm shameful because my dolls look like me. They are me. They are my ancestors. They are my protectors. And I'm calling on all of them right now. And I want y'all to call on all of y'all and let them circle the goddamn skies. All the way up in the cosmos. Call your ancestors. It's time now. For us, your time is up. And I'm talking about anybody who's sitting up here talking about, man, they ain't talking about a specific race, because the reason why I don't say that, a specific race, is because you could be any race and have a problem with spirituality. Any race. I don't care what color you are. I'm talking to you. Okay? I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian. I don't care. Okay? Anything that is not ready to get on board with the get down, you will be eliminated. And when I say you will be eliminated, I'm talking about on the soul's level. There is no place for you right now, because this is going to be a new earth, a new consciousness. And if you're not able to get on that frequency, then hey, I don't know where you're going. This the big one right here, right now. And this thing gonna spread from the south and go on north, west, and east. The heat is here. Baby, the sun is here. It's bringing justice. The sun is responsible for this new wave of consciousness. And there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? You can make people put on all kind of masks and all kind of whatever you want to see who's going to, get down with the get down or what have you. But guess what? It's not going to last any time, because there is no geoengineered weather in this universe that's going to save this planet. Hello? It's going to favor a certain type of human animals. It's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna be exterminated. Now, see, they want to hurry up and exterminate us before they're exterminated, but it's not gonna work out like that. Okay? And even if they exterminate this witch, I mean, there's no exterminating me. Okay? Even if you get rid of my physical body, I am coming back. Now, I want to talk about this right here. You're going to meet a lot of people that are going to be afraid of you as you develop into this being. You understand? This being that is going to be able to withstand a lot of these unfavorable conditions that are coming. It's coming. And you're going to have people that are going to be very vocal and let you know that they fear you. It's going to come in all kinds of communication. It may just be, where they're just, that's confirmation right now. We just experienced a glitch, but that's confirmation. That look. Let's talk about this, and then I'm gonna get into what I'm talking about. Just listen to me, y'all. Give me a minute. And thank you for the donation. Thank you, Alicia Rocket. Thank you. She says sending positive vibes and unexpected blessings your way. Thank you, Ashay. Love you too, and thank you. So let's talk. Y'all, the whole time they've been lying and deceiving. It's been very deceitful. Their tactics to get us to believe that because we are some people of darker hues, that we are inferior to them. It begins very early, right around the age of 5 or 6, when you're happy and all you know is that you're just in this world, and you explore. You want to touch everything. You want to smell everything. You want to laugh. You want to run. You want to play with your toys. And the world is so bright and beautiful. Okay? But then they sit you down in the classroom and they give you a book. And the book says that you and your ancestors were slaves. That you pick cotton and peanuts and corn and shit. And you played the goddamn fiddle for old master. You tap dance. Yes, I'm speaking the slave language right now. Okay? Because my ancestors are speaking through me. And they made you dig holes and shit. They made you dig your own grave. And let you know it was yours. And how much time your ass had left before they finished torturing you. Let me tell you what they done. Hello? This is what we were taught. And to instill that, the movie Roots came out. So that you can see the imagery. And see that you wasn't shit. This is what they've done to us. Hello? This is why you are struggling with confidence to the day. This is why you don't like each other. And you don't like yourself because they taught you that in history class. Hello? I want y'all to know why we where we at. And for anyone saying that I'm racist, look, let me tell you something. You don't even know what racism is. I don't have the ability to be racist. Look, let me tell you something. But I do have the ability to speak the truth. All God's children, all son children deserve the tree of life. And no one should deny that. You've been taught this through school. You've been brainwashed as a child. You've been coerced to feel like you have no value, but to go somewhere and work at somebody's goddamn cheeseburger joint. Hello? They never taught you that before the situation you was a motherfucking warrior of pharaohs, kings, and queens. They didn't want you to know that when they stole the scripts from the Bible, it was all written about you and your ancestors, your ancient ancestors. They didn't want you to know this. Now, I'm just here to tell you, and keep your babies at home if you can and teach them the truth. Teach them there's no race that is superior over you. Let's do this thing all over again, okay? Now that we have been contaminated with their lies, your children got a chance. Give your children a chance to receive the truth. Give them truth. No one is superior over sun children or the children of the sun. No one. The only thing that decides what's superior is survival of the fittest. That's the only time Dwarren told the truth. If he even said that. I don't know. A lot of this stuff is not true. I don't believe in Christopher Columbus. I don't believe Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity. It was funny because me and Mr. Wheeler was just sitting down there talking about that a few days ago. Talking about he put a key on the kite, and that's when he discovered electricity when lightning hit it. Y'all, that's foolishness. Don't allow these elites to continue to lie to your children. It's not true. Ford was not the first person to make an automobile, okay? That is very disrespectful to people who live in other continents that discovered it. Think, y'all. Think. Vehicles been here since the beginning of time. All you know is the lies. And they have to teach your children the lies. That's why they're ready to hurry up and get school going, because they know, shit, if we don't get school going, then we cannot continue to brainwash these great ones, which are the sun children, to believe that we're better than them. No, the only thing that's going to decide what's better than us is what can withstand the sun. That's the superiority right there. Even if we don't make it. If humans don't make it. But guess what? Birds do. They're more superior than we are. Okay? Only thing superior is what can stand the sun. Not what can ride on other folks' back. That right there, that's not going to work. So I'm here to let y'all know. You are all kings and queens. And let's put it like this. Everybody want to know king and queen. Now, let me stop lying. Let's put it like this right here. But I want you all to know that you are the descendants of those kings and queens and pharaohs. Okay? These great ones, these magi's. You are the descendants of them. There is nothing inferior about you. Okay? Everybody wasn't no slave. Slaves just didn't come in black. They came in many colors. But they want to continue to, brainwash you to believe that you was the only slave on the planet. They just want you to know that. So anytime you get ready to rise up and take your position, they want that to be looming in your background, in your mind. You understand? But tell it you are a lie. Because something is here to get you ready to fight. Something here. I saw fleets of them in the sky. The galactic ancestors are here right now. And guess what? You can call on them anytime. They'll fight your battles. Because I've been noticing something here lately. Nothing spooks me like it used to. Like some balls or some shit pop through the walls. Or I see something, a shadow move across something. That don't scare me no more. Because I said, we don't know how these ancestors, especially these galactics, are going to show themselves. We can't have no fear. That's another thing. They taught you all these ghost stories, so you scared. So when you're scared, you fear your own spirits. Spirit try to talk to you and let you know it's danger up ahead. Oh Lord, I'm scared. I just heard some talking. Let me go to the psychiatrist, honey, and get me some medicine, honey. Let me get on some medicine, honey. I got the what you call it? I got the I'm bipolar. I'm schizophrenic. I got some problems with me, honey. I heard something. Come on, y'all. We have allowed them. And you knew back in time you were oracles, psychics, and sages. And you received messages from beyond. But now they got a name for it. They call it schizophrenia, schizotypical. Dissociative disorders. They got names, y'all, because they don't have it. They don't have the ability to receive information from source, from the divine. So therefore, it should be some type of psychological problem. Hello? No one has the ability to understand another race but that race itself. Okay? I don't understand what it feels like to be an Asian, so therefore I would not speak for them. Okay? I don't understand what it feels like to be a Caucasian, so I don't feel like I'm in a place to speak for them. But for some reason, somebody has decided that they can speak for the melanated ones, the illuminated ones. It's funny how everybody can tell me what it feels like to be me, but me. So if you're not from another race, you can't understand or feel or it's not tangible what they go through. Now let me give you an example. I never will forget this guy. He came from America and he went to Africa to see the pygmy people. And it is said, I don't know how true it is, I'm just talking about his story, that the pygmy people are the first humans on the planet. Okay? They're primitive people and they don't live as long as we do because they're smart real fast. You know what I'm saying? I think the babies are actually crawling right at 2 and 3 months. The babies are already they can climb a tree right around 6 months. They already climbing trees and picking coconuts out the trees and all of that. You understand? And they are our ancestors, believe it or not. Now, he went to visit them. And they was off in the woods and stuff like that. And they saw something and they were pointing at it. Now the camera couldn't see it. And he could not see it. But they could. No one can tell what that was that those pygmy people saw. But the pygmy people, because we don't necessarily have the ability, you understand what I'm saying, to see what they see. Because they are of a different breed of humans. Just like birds can see things that we can't see. They can see on a spiritual level things that we cannot see, because this is why they are the messengers and the angels of the earth. You understand? So what I'm getting at is this here. When they say, oh, you're schizophrenic and you're schizotypical and you're dissociative and you got all these different things, they need to understand that different breeds of humans have the ability to hear, see, touch, and feel things that they can't. It's nothing wrong with them, okay? Just like it's nothing wrong with you. It's just a natural ability that they have. Now, some people can go on the deep end where they may be under spiritual attack. And they may have spirits tormenting them. And these are the people that wind up in the psychiatric wards. These people are under some type of spiritual attack. Yes, they do have the ability to see beyond. But at the same time, too, they have gotten so far out there until they witness and they see the spiritual warfare. You understand? And this is why you got a lot of black people that flock to the church to seek refuge from the ancestors that require them. You understand? To do rituals. I mean, none of you black people are exempt. And I'm only talking to black people right now because I'm a black person. I really don't know what it is like to be any other race at this point. Not right now. See what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people from other races come here, but if I could just talk about what it's like to be a black woman for a minute, or a black person for a minute, thank you. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can hear and see things that other people say, hey, I don't hear and see it. So it depends on the hierarchy, or it depends on the source that is given to an individual that determines that. Now, you could be of many races and receive source energy, source communication. But I'm just talking about myself. You understand what I'm saying? Hello? So my dolls come from my sources. I'm not saying I'm the only person on the planet that can make dolls like this, because there are other people who can make dolls too. I just have not necessarily met them. But for someone to tell me that my dolls are shameful, you are trying to insult me, because my dolls look like me. Because I make a doll my skin color with my hair texture, you tell me that's shameful. Shame on you. Now, I know off the bat, don't come back to my channel. I know off the bat where we stand, okay? Because if you come back, I am going to delete all your comments and I'm going to block you. I'm going to continue to sell my dolls. And for you to say, I'll see, I take that as you going to try to do some work on me. So thank you for giving me a heads up, so I can send my warrior ancestors at you and your ancestors to block you before you can show up over here. So I don't take that lightly. Anybody that said they gonna do some work on me, you gonna get a visit. This is the way I take this right now. As long as I got fight in me, I'm gonna fight. Now, when I can't fight no more, if I develop a serious illness, something terminal, and I get ready to check out, or something definitely wrong, you understand, in my life, okay, then I know my fight continues on the other side. I'm through for over here right now. But for right now, while I got some fight in me, look, I'm telling y'all too, don't take them things lightly when people be saying stuff like that. Don't take that like, look, we're in a situation right now where every time somebody do something to a melanoid, Farrakhan said ice caps melt in the Arctic. And he telling the truth. And I already know that witches are doing all kind of work on the planet, because I done seen some stuff that made me say, woo-wee, they ain't playing. And so they scratching their heads trying to get some understanding of why all y'all turning to spirituality. I've been reading it. Everybody turning to voodoo, Santeria, everybody looking for alternative medicine. What is going on? And the others, the children of the Matrix, are scared. They're afraid of the children of the sun. So you got two types of people. Decide which one you are. And they don't come in, don't think that it come in one race. Children of the Matrix can be of any color. So I'm not talking about a specific race, because you know you got black people that's scared of my dolls. Black people that look like me. Black people that are very dark skinned with nappy heads that hate me for being me. They want me to bleach my skin. They want me to straighten my hair. And they got the nerves to tell me that I suffer from a lack of confidence. No, dear, you are projecting. There is no lack of confidence here. A lack of confidence is when you straighten your hair. You put a weave on, bleach your skin. Ain't nobody doing that here. You're not going to turn that around on me, baby. You projecting, because don't nobody know themselves like you know you. You don't know me. Uh-huh. I'm not arguing here. I'm getting my witches ready on a spiritual level to get ready to fight. We are going to have to prepare ourselves to withstand psychological warfare as well as spiritual warfare right now, okay? It's a war. Now, the war already been won in the cosmos out there, okay? It's just the fact that they know it here, and they want to put on the illusion that everything is okay. No, everything is not okay. We can all see that. That's why we walk around with masks on or whatever. Now, I wanted to get to this right here. This is the big one. Because there are going to be a lot of people, and that's why I'm trying to get, y'all, I've been doing a lot of work, making a lot of dolls, a lot of charms, everything I possibly can. to get us prepared, because we don't know if these stimulus checks and these unemployment checks are going to continue. They may continue, but let's work, because what affects you all affects everybody. If y'all ain't got a source of income, then us witches and psychics and spiritualists don't have an income. It is a new day where bartering and trade is going to become real again. Money is not going to be circulating. They're talking about digital currency, and that's not going to work, because eventually digital currency is going to be a failure, because they're not obeying what's going on in the cosmos. The cosmos done already let them know, hey, your galactic ancestors have lost the war. Your God has lost the war. So that's why I said digital currency is not going to last not too long, because you got people who are always going to find a way, you understand, out of no way to get past that. Bartering and trade is where we're going, okay? There are going to be millions of people out on the street soon, y'all, because America does not care. Instead of setting in place where people can remain in their apartments and homes in spite of the fact they no longer have income, hello? They're going to evict these people. This is why I'm getting ready to I'm going to put me a mobile home here on the side of the house. And if anybody need anywhere to stay, I'm going to have a mobile home on the side of the house, and then you can put your tents up or what have you. This will be a place of refuge right here. 2 acres for witches. Sacred witches at that. Because it's coming. Unless y'all witches get on the ball and try to save these chicks. Because like I say, for people who still have jobs, and they say, woo, I'm glad I'm keeping my job. It's still not gonna, if they don't have money coming in, who's gonna support your jobs? Your jobs depend on their money. The money of the people who are not gonna have any money. So it's a situation where, we all got to come together and support and help one another. We're going to survive this. But it's like surviving this is going to take you to a whole nother way of life. You see how it's going to be a third world country, unless y'all get together and do some work. But this is going to be a third world country, y'all. Like how the lives of the people who are in some of these countries in Africa, third world, and in India, third world, and Haiti, third world. This is what this place is going to become over time. It's not an overnight thing. It's not going to be like next week. Oh, okay. It's going to gradually change throughout the years. The next 10 years, this place is not going to be anything like it is now. It's going to deteriorate worse than where it is now. I've gone to the future. I've seen it because I'm a time jumper. I want to talk to y'all about one of my time jumps. Let me tell y'all what happened. I had already told y'all that I had went to a time jump in 2016. And matter of fact, that building is there that was in my time jump. I showed it to y'all, the red brick building down there in Montgomery, with all the windows blown out. I was over there, y'all. And I'm going to tell, some people have already, anybody already heard me tell the story? I'm going to go ahead and tell it again for those who haven't heard it. But I went on a time jump. And when I was there, I was in a waiting room, like a doctor's office. And I remember there was one Caucasian little girl and a Caucasian woman, a Caucasian man. And there was a Middle Eastern man sitting by the window. Sun was so bright it had waves. Waves. You could not clearly visualize anything on the outside, like you look at the building scapes and stuff and everything is just straight. These were waving because of the immense heat from the sun. Okay, so vision, our vision had changed because of the brightness of the sun. Everybody had to have on something on their eyes, and this is what's going to happen if you don't have black eyes. I'm talking about brown and black eyes. You definitely need to protect your eyes if you have, like, blue eyes and light amber eyes. These people had light amber eyes. You have to protect your eyes from sun. You know what I'm saying? Because, see, when your eyes are black and brown, that's like a natural shade. Just like, like your shades on your sunglasses or just like sunglasses, it's natural. You understand? So I was sitting there and I was noticing that the little girl had bandages on her skin, and it looked almost like it had to been some type of nuclear accident, because it's like they had radiation burns all over their skin and they had their skin wrapped. But I noticed that the Middle Eastern guy had no bandages. He had no bandages on. Only the people of Caucasian descent were bandaged. Now, I'm just telling y'all what the dream showed me. This was 2016, okay? And I remember trying to talk to the adults to ask, what happened to your skin? Their eyes were like really, really bright ambers. They didn't look like the Caucasian people here on our planet. They looked like a different Caucasian. They all had straight blonde hair and blue looking, not blue, but amber looking eyes. Like real light amber eyes. I've never seen anybody with golden eyes like that. And so I was asking the adult lady, like, what's going on with this, And she had to whisper in the girl's ear, because evidently she didn't know what I was saying. The little girl had to interpret. And the little girl told me, such and such and such and such and such. What was fixing to get ready to get down. On the get down here, over here where we at. And I didn't think nothing of it. But I be doggone, like Granny would say. I be doggone. It's happening right now. It's going to go from the south. It starts in the south first, to the north, the west, and the east. And I'm not going to say up and down, because they done taught everything wrong now, baby. They taught y'all a lot of stuff wrong. Look it up. First of all, the biggest lie they tried to show you is that America looks like it's just as big as Africa. You see some maps like that, and that's a lie. America is not nowhere near, not even half the size of Africa. Okay? You look at your globes and you look at how huge they try to make the U.S. look. And it's not. Okay? It's going to spread from the south to the north to the west and the east. You may be cool out there in Los Angeles. Okay? The city of angels. Right now you are. But eventually, your geoengineered weather going to fail you. As they try to keep it cool. See, I'm going to be all over the place now. Now, this is how your geographical area works. If you have the monies to pay big rent, they usually geoengineer that weather and keep you comfortable. You're paying for weather. So if a little tiny house is costing you $500,000 on up to, the sky's the limit, honey. I done seen a house $30 million. And I'm still trying to figure out how they pay a monthly mortgage on that, okay? And see, this is another thing that the planet is fixing to get rid of. All these people up here hogging all of this cash, while other people go around living in the street and eating out of dumpsters. Okay? This new era is going to balance and measure that out. But these people are paying for comfort of the weather, like in places like Hawaii, like places in Los Angeles, like places in Florida, southern Florida. Yeah. Depending on where you live in your neck of the woods will decide, your income will decide what type of weather you get. So if mama was fortunate enough to get her hands on $1 million and get her $1 million house and move down there to Palm Beach, Florida, hello, hello, or move down there to Key West, it wouldn't be piping hot. But in all honesty, it's really piping hot. You go to Haiti right now, Haiti will tell you what the weather really is, okay? Go to Haiti now if you really want Haiti, because I was told not to call, somebody said no, call it Haiti, okay? Because I don't want to disrespect them. I admire them to know that that is an all melanoid country. They were able to fight for their independence and did a wonderful job. And the impoverishment that they do suffer, it is because of the hands of the elites. Okay. So if I got my hands on $1 million, then I would be able to get more favorable weather. Now the fact that I don't, some of you all who feel me, you might be feeling some of this here 100 and some heat. It's like triple digits where I'm at. Like I said, I'm running 2 fans. The central system cannot handle the overload, so I went and purchased 2 window units to go in 2 of my other rooms that were like extensions to the house. Okay, and it is because we cannot afford to pay for geoengineering. Okay, where they seed cloud and do all that good stuff to make it rain, because a lot of people are experiencing rain to cool off. We hadn't had rain now for a minute here. The ground is hard. The ground here is hard as a brick. Hello? So this is what you need to know, the truth about America. America's weather is decided by income. And I know a lot of people are not going to be able to get down with that. And I understand. I ain't expecting for you to do that. I'm just speaking my opinion. So, you know, as the South, they're going to abandon the South with geoengineering soon. As they abandon the South, expect to see hotter than normal temperatures coming for the winter time. Okay? And so it's good that we're getting sunlight right now, because we're sun people. We need that, because this is where we're going to get our downloads from. This COVID-19 situation, all lies. As far as it being something natural, it is laboratory made, and I think we've already established all of that. No need in talking about that over and over and over again, okay? We know that somebody created it. I just don't understand how a virus can just continue to live in such hot heat. And why your body is not generating enough D3 to recognize that that virus is in there. Because it's the long-term effects we need to be concerned about. Sure, yeah, a lot of people have recovered. But what's the long-term effects of this biological weapon that just went into our bodies? That's why I say y'all better get y'all vitamin C's out. While I'm talking, to go ahead on and get me one written now. Get your vitamin C's and your D3s out, so when it does enter your body, because it looks like it's inevitable, they're going to make sure we all get that. I did some videos where I found not only piles of gloves and masks, but that now they're diapers. And I thought that was very strange, because I'm going into some places where these people are, you know, middle class on upper scale places, you know, where they're like random diapers that are not used. You know when a baby has used a diaper, because you're going to see the yellow urine in it. It gels up, it gets thick. These diapers have absolutely no urine in it. So what What are you putting in those? Now, y'all know y'all know my head, baby. I'm thinking that these laboratories are spiking gloves, masks, and diapers down south because you hear Alabama got the most cases. People are just wandering from one state. Get ready, y'all. Let me tell y'all what's finna go down. Just had to take a swig of my water. People are gonna be wandering the streets. That's why I said my place is a refuge to sacred witches. Because you have to be very specific because you know there's some witches out there that ain't sacred. I had one come to me last night and said my dolls are shameful. So basically I know who you are right now. And I'm glad you reared your head so I can recognize you when I see you coming. Okay? Okay. But people, as they face evictions, as they face foreclosures, are going to be bewildered. They're not going to really have a place to go. Eventually, the majority of us won't have a place to go. Because their whole plan is to really just, they want to exterminate us all, just to be honest with you. They want to get rid of us because there's something here on the planet that they don't want you to witness. They are afraid of it, but they want you to be in fear of it too. They're right now under the earth, right now, creating a place to run. And I'm telling y'all, they're running from that sun. And like I said, you're going to have a lot of activity, UFO activity. UFO meaning unidentified flying objects. It does not necessarily mean, oh gosh, you know, the Martians are here and all of that. Unidentified object only means, you know, they can't identify what it is. You know, we can't, it's a lot they're telling us. We may be at war with something else on the planet. You see what I'm saying? Something that they don't want to discuss. But at any rate, they run from it. Meanwhile, we got to be trying to figure out where we going. Because they don't plan on letting us go wherever they going. They got this place right here for themselves. So you're going to see a lot of different tags in your state. They're going to be coming from everywhere. Like they claim, you know, Alabama got the biggest cases and stuff like that. And it's because these people are fleeing from other places where they had high rates. New York, one of them. So get where you got to get in place because I got a feeling they're going to start shutting down the borders. I mean, I seen all this way back in 2009. It's been on YouTube for the longest. 2009, 2010. It's all about this big fault, Madrid fault line. That's what I want to say. Because the Arctic is losing a lot of land mass. And the land mass is really ice and snow and all of that. And that stuff is melting. So all of that water, y'all got to go somewhere. It's going to rise and we're going to lose a lot of land mass ourselves. And it's going to be so much water that the plates are going to get faulty and break. A whole chunk of land is going to be lost under the water. That's the whole fault. And so get ready because what they're going to start doing, because, you know, water's supposed to come from the south up, they say. People are going to try to flee to higher ground. And they're going to block off all borders where can't nobody move. What year this is, I'm not sure. But it's coming. Just think right now, water start rising here real fast. First thing I'm going to do is get in my truck and I'm going to drive further north to higher grounds somewhere out there. Well, they're going to control that with military. You're not going to be just able to get up and just say, ooh, let me hurry up and go to Canada. Now, see, and this is where they operating this mission from a safety zone. Now, it is said that Africa is the safety place. And this is why, China has been trying to get Africa and everybody fighting over Africa, Africa, Africa. That's how come they trying to, genocide most of these Africans out there and stuff like that. Because that's where safety is. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants Africa. Africa, Africa, Africa. But anyway, so they know where the high grounds of safety is. Okay? So I just wanted to let you all know this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and end this. And I wanted to tell y'all, can we get some thumbs up here, y'all? And let me acknowledge the chat in a minute. Okay? Let's get some thumbs up going. We got 41 people and 17 thumbs up. Can we get something going here? Now, let me tell y'all something. I went on this travel. This was a few days ago. Thank you for the person who went on and gave Mama thumbs up. Thank y'all. Thank you. Look. I was out on the street. But let me back up because I need to tell y'all about this. And somebody confirmed it and said it. I remember I told y'all I went on a travel and I went in this building and I got smart with the people because they wouldn't wait on me. They got up and they left and I was threatening them, you know what I'm saying, to call corporate and all of that. And I had my back turned because I had to descend down a lot of stairs on the outside. Y'all seen those stairs that are those concrete stairs that descend on the outside. I was going down those. I got down to the flat part. And Mr. Witter said, Vanita, look behind you. And I looked behind me and somebody grabbed both of my arms and put me in handcuffs. It was this man had this weird looking outfit on. Looks sort of like the Star Trek outfit. Something like that, but not necessarily. It was like a jump. The person had a blue jumpsuit on. And the actual bulletproof vest was built into the jumpsuit. So it made like one line of layers and the next line of layers that went all the way down to his stomach. So he had that on. And he also had a military helmet on his head. Okay? Somebody just confirmed that they're going to have military helmets on that's going to be able to scan irises and shit. You understand? Sort of like a RoboCop helmet and stuff. And see who's compliant as far as wearing the mask and who's not and all that crap like that. So I was telling y'all about that. I went back over there. Let me tell you what happened to me. I was over there. One of those same men showed up to me again. I was not compliant. So I put my mask on here. You know, I wear it below my chin and I'll just flip it up when they say, hey, you're supposed to have your mask on. But anyways, I was out there. I was defiant in this particular dimension because I'm just letting y'all know this shit is happening and on a lot of timelines because eventually the timelines are going to collapse. Okay, so they are experiencing this mask epidemic too in other planes of existence. So this is not just earthly. You understand? This is worldly. Okay? So I'm out here. Let me tell y'all what happened to me. I was sitting up there in front of one of them. It came to me and it approached me because I didn't have on a mask. I wasn't compliant. Let me tell you what that thing did. It was standing about 6 to 10 feet away from me. And I call it a thing, but it was a human behind this robotic type jumpsuit deal with this helmet on. I felt like I was invincible. It leashed out on me. Not like like these cops have tasers. They leash a bunch of something that looked like a black shadow. It just went out at me. And it was moving on the ground like a bunch of critters. And what it did, it got up on me, a bunch of them, and got my whole entire body. It was bugs. It was a bunch of robotic, electronical black bugs that had overtook my whole entire body. They inflicted pain on me, and they were trying to consume me. They're gonna have some crazy ass technology coming. Now I can't say that over here, but when them things crawled from my feet up my body, they stung me, and it was a painful, like my whole entire body was on fire, because what they were trying to do was just consume, just eat my whole entire physical body up. Is what they're gonna do. They're gonna be able to eat you like piranhas. Do you hear me? So I remember getting a car. I had to call on my protectors and guides to save me, because the pain was immense. I felt that for real. I don't want to go back over there. Okay. And I remember somebody that had the spirit of my youngest daughter that got me to a bed, because I probably would have died. They got me to a bed, and they took their time to help me to try to pull them things off my body. And those things, what they do when they own you, they'll start spreading. They were spreading all across the bed, everything, all across the bed. It was just everywhere, all across the bed, across the floor, or what have you. Now, if I didn't have my protection with me, they probably would have ate my whole everything up all the way down to the skeleton frame, honey. Just ate everything up so I was nothing. Do you hear me? But whoever that was took their time and picked them off of me. And if somebody take their time to try to pick those things off of you, they're going to get on them too. So a lot of people are not going to help you, because if they see you being consumed by these electronical bugs, hello, they're not going to take their time to pull them off you. And I got to come up with a name for it. And it was so bad, because they were like, as they were being taken off of me, they were spreading and stuff all over the beds and walls. It got so bad that I had to hurry up and get back into my body and get back over to this here side, honey. They call themselves trying to punish mama for coming over there, y'all. I need y'all witches to help me. They try to punish mama. Hey, the fairy prince says, I dreamed that my family was getting taken to the ocean and people in bodysuits was around us. Wow. And another thing I wanted to tell y'all, I noticed I think I told y'all about this. My son is doing the same thing I'm doing, watching a whole bunch of videos on cave exploration, caves with oceans inside of them and stuff. And I said, I'm going to tell you something, Poodle. And I think I told y'all this too. I said, this is our natural instincts telling us that we got to get to higher grounds, or we got to go to the caves in the ocean. And it's interesting that you brought this up, the fairy prince, because that's your natural instincts. A lot of y'all gonna have a lot of feelings of wanting to flee and wanting to go to higher grounds. That, you know what I'm saying? Animals and stuff, you're gonna start seeing animals just take off and leave. The only animals that's going to be, still with us are domestic animals and farm animals. But you're going to find out that wild animals you're not going to be able to find wild animals, because their natural instinct is going to tell them to get to higher grounds. And I haven't been hearing as many birds as I used to. And it could be because it's real hot. Oh, TY9955, how you doing? Said that reminds me of one of the Mummy movies. Okay, the fairy prince said, I think it's time to get in the spaceship while I don't need them bugs. Hello? Yeah, and it's crazy, I don't think they got that kind of technology over here. But I do believe that here on this planet, they have the ability to spy. They do use remote viewers to spy on other worlds, and to steal technology, or they may not call it stealing, but get ideas from other worlds and stuff like that. So just the fact that I'm talking about these electronic bugs. Don't be surprised. They are really bugs with legs and everything that can crawl and everything. Don't be surprised if they do come up with something like that, because then it's like no asking questions. It's not like, oh, we got to prove you guilty first. No, we're just gonna go ahead on and just consume you with these bugs. And then he had the ability to, I'm sure, he didn't do this, but I'm sure he had the ability to be able to call them back to himself and take them back and use them over and over and over again. Forget tasing somebody. We got bugs that will eat you like piranhas. Oh, my marijuana community says time travel aid. Oh my God, you're right. Oh my goodness. Marijuana community, that may be exactly who he was. A time travel agent. And I was warned in one particular place not to ever come back over there again. And I haven't been back. And it's not like I tried. Now, time jumpers don't try. Now, you got some time travel gurus who can go at will, but I'm not a time travel guru. I cannot go at will. It's just depending on where the moon at. All new moons takes me to travel into other worlds. Every time we have a new moon, 15% efface. That's a crescent moon. I'm always there. But now I did notice one time I was able to induce one, but I drew a crescent moon because I had wanted to travel, and I think it was there during a dark moon or whatever, and I concentrated on that crescent moon that I drew real hard, and I induced myself to go to travel, but I haven't done it since. But anyways, know your moon phase are time travelers. If you got any time jumpers out here or whatever, pay attention to where the moon phase is. Um, Dang, I said all of this. Okay, so that's probably who he was. He was like a border patrol, huh? Trying to trying to hurt mama. Trying to hurt mama. He had no type of feelings. He was not human to me. He was not, he had no humanly emotions. He was so like artificial. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I didn't do anything, but the fact, like marijuana community said, the fact that I was in a place I wasn't supposed to. We think about border patrol on a physical level here on the earth, but a lot of people um, don't. We've never thought about that they have border patrol from one world to the next world, mining um, their astral world, because I guess they think that you're coming to steal their ideas or whatever. And see, and I was telling y'all a while back, that's also another war. We're at war with other time scripts and stuff as we run out of room and run out of space and stuff like that, because everything is on top of each other. Let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Like, I'm sitting here in my house right now. I'm in here by myself. It's just me, Gede, and my birdie and my doggies. That's it. And my little black hens. But look, check this out. We're not the only person sharing this spot. There are other timelines stacked up in this spot here right now. Thank you, baby. We got confirmation from the Oracle bird. At any time, I can see if everything is aligned and the chemistry is just right. I would probably be able to witness and see something that I would not be able to physically see if the conditions were not right. Meaning another family living in here alongside with me. It's no telling how many layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of worlds that are stacked up right here with us right now. Well, as they continue to as we continue to fight for space on a timeline, eventually there's going to be a great calamity, a collapse. And this is what created the Big Bang Theory in the first place. So get prepared. In cycles, it'll happen over and over and over and over and over again. That's the best way I can describe that, y'all. Oh, the fairy says my mother and I have tattoos of a moon on our foreheads. I wonder if we are time jumpers. Oh, you'll know if you're a time jumper because you're going to time jump. You're going to know. Everybody can't time jump. Lolita, how you doing? Says, hi, mama. Hi, y'all. I think Revelation speaks of some type of stinging bugs or insects. Oh. Hmm. I think they were talking about them locusts and stuff that's eating up all of the fields and stuff right now, and on another continent right now as we speak. Y'all, it's getting hot. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, I don't know where y'all at right now, but it's hot as all get out in the South, y'all. Triple digits, and these don't feel like the triple digits I grew up with. It's a thank you, baby. It's like I said, the thermometer does not have the ability to register radiation, and we get with the pure radiation is being thrown from the corona of the sun. Hello, these solar flares, y'all. Look up the solar flares of the for today. The sun is in a solar storm, and I'm telling you, it is crazy. It's crazy hot down here. And it ain't got nothing to do with no processed foods. Heat is heat. I'm reading the chat, y'all. Hey, Miss Jazz. Hey, Renee. Hey, Renee's Secret Garden. How you doing? Hey, Marijuana Community. Hey, Alicia Rocket. Alicia Rocket says, I take vitamin C, D, and E. I'm recommending everybody to take that regimen. Get it in your body and do it every single day, so that when that thing do come to you, your immune system is stronger than any antibiotic, any kind of antibiotic, or any type of antiviral medicine. Your immune system, you understand, can be destructive to those bioweapons. None of those viruses are not real. They're created in laboratories. They're not real. There's no such thing as a natural occurring virus. Get out of here. And the bacteria that are out there that make you real sick and consume your lungs to give you pneumonia and kidney infections and all that other stuff, those are modified in a laboratory. A laboratory. Hello. Okay? And virus they write viruses in labs. Okay? And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, but mama, rabies. Rabies been here since the beginning of the Children of the Matrix. It's one of those old viruses that they inoculate bats with and send them out in the population, because only mammals can get rabies. So they inoculate bats. And this is how people get rabies. It's population control. So you cannot inoculate a bird to go and infect people. So they have to do that with the bats. A marijuana community says the government is taking advantage to control us. They've already always have controlled us. The difference between now and what's going on now is the fact that their reign is up. They're using a new tactic to continue to control, because now people don't really necessarily believe a lot of the stuff the government has put out there. So people are starting to turn to spirituality. People are turning to their spirit guides, their ancestors, or what have you. So they're hoping that this tactic to socially distance you, okay, thank you, baby, and wear a mask and all of this other stuff is going to cut you off from spirit communication. You see what I'm saying? And they're collecting energy from fear. So long as they got you afraid, oh my God, I'm gonna get the corona and everything. They feed off of that. It's a lot of energy and fear. That's right. Fairy Prince says, "Oh yeah, my fan is on all day. It's no break. A long time ago, at nighttime it would cool off. You raise the window and let the cool air blow in the summertime. Not no more. That fan got to keep running and that air got to keep running too. Air conditioning is a necessity down here in the South where I'm at. Well, they taught us to say down here. Okay. Hey Tiffany. Hey Mega Dragonfly. Hey Denesia. Denesia says, sounds like those Palladians. There's nothing good about Palladians. Thank you. You make me think about what somebody told me because I was telling them that I dealt with two Palladians. The same place, this place that I went to where there were burns on their skin. There was one lady at nighttime. I know because I looked at the window. She was tall, slender, very white skinned Caucasian, blonde hair, the light amber eyes, that told me that if I kept coming over there, I would survive the weekend and everything. And she told me that I was invading the place and privacy and stuff like that. And because that's the one I was asking, like, where am I? Where am I? And she couldn't give me no answer. And I told her I was from Earth, and she like she didn't know exactly what Earth was. And I said, well, what do you all live on? If you don't know where you at, and I'm from Earth. I mean, what is this? What are you living on? And that is when she told me they lived on a quadrant. She said, we live on a quadrant. And that has forever changed my life because, hell, I had to look it up when I woke up. I didn't know what a quadrant was. What the fuck is a quadrant? you know? I'm like, I'm smarter over on the other side time jumping than I am over here. But anyway, so she threatened me, and there was another. So that was over with, and I went back over there again, and this time it was a heavy-set Caucasian lady, but her hair was not as light as the other ladies, but it was still a blonde. It was short. It was curly. She was heavy-set. Looked like she was about like in her early 40s, and they wore white, all white. Looked like white. Like, to tell you the truth, it looked like white scrubs that nurses wear. And so this other lady, she had it on the white scrubs, and the man behind her, it was a Caucasian man standing behind her, like like he was gonna handle me if I got out of control. And he had his on. And she told me, she said, I'm afraid. And this was daytime because this time she was facing the window. And it was funny because somebody said one is the nighttime border patrol and the other one is the daytime border patrol. But this heavyset lady said, I'm afraid we're going to have to erase your memory. And I could see that sunlight, that intense light out there, and the buildings just waving. They were waving. They don't sit still. They wave because of all the sunlight and everything. She said, I'm afraid we're going to have to erase your memory. And I remember that man standing behind her, popping his knuckles. You know how they pop their knuckles and stuff? You know how they put their hands together and pop like that, like I'm going to handle you, bitch. And I remember being so frightened that I woke up because I knew that they were serious and those people don't play. So the person I told about that said that those were Palladians. So I'm at war with the Palladians. I don't see anything good in them. Okay? Nothing good about the Palladians. I be listening to the people talking about, and evidently I was on that star system somewhere, those Palladian star system. So depending on where your actual and a race is, and when I say race, I'm not necessarily talking about color, but your star race will determine whether you are uh, an alien to that star system. So I was an alien to I am a alien to the Palladian star system. They don't want me there, and they have been successful with keeping me out of there. But it's all good because I done already learned what I needed to learn from there. So then I'm telling you, so y'all need to know where your star system is, because then you can readily, and I think you can readily call on your galactic ancestors right now. We're calling on our ancestors and stuff like that. Our ancient ancestors are here on the planet, but you have galactic star system ancestors too. So don't neglect them. Know that they are at your side too. I don't want to use the word at your disposal, but they're at your side too. So everybody in here, I want you to take your time and learn how to call on them in times of need, stress, not just for just times and needs of stress, but to learn. They're going to teach you. Ask the galactic ancestors. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Ask the galactic ancestors to teach you. It's so funny just to hear us say, because at one time, our ancestors they were like part human and part bird. They had feathers. Ancient ancestors had feathers and fur and different little things like that. We were like all as one and everything. And, like the thunderbird is like one of them. You know what I'm saying? And it still exists. And so you don't know what they cloaking under those clouds, what they trying to hide. You really don't know. But at one time we were all one. Hey, Ashley said Aja affirms right on time. Yeah, she's definitely listening. Okay, the divinity of Ananda T do intuitive consulting said Pallades here. Are you saying that you are Palladia? Because they're you all need to know your star race. You need to know it. TY999955 said, what did she say she lived on? A quadrant. She said she lived on a quadrant. Marijuana community said it's easy and free to take a COVID-19 test than a flu test. Renee's Garden says Georgia is so hot. I checked my garden at 7 in the morning and it is too hot. Yeah, I can't even go out there to mine. I ain't even trying to go out there and burn up like that. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Hey, Tyler McCray, how you doing? Let me get back up to the top because I see some people have come into the chat room. Okay, so our moderator Chris says hello to the chat. Y'all please hit that thumbs up button. Yeah, Chris, they haven't been sending out really many notifications. So you just have to keep checking back and forth because that y'all, and it ain't no sense in going back and forth through that, I guess, Chris, because they're not gonna send out no notification. Very few people get the notifications. They ain't playing, so they want to try to get rid of us. They want to shadow ban this and stop it. I notice a lot of my channels that I love dearly and stuff. I have a hard time finding them. I can't even find most of my channels and stuff. I'm like, and if you don't remember the name of the channel, you can't go back to them no way. And so this is all about what they trying to do. And I noticed something, everything on YouTube, like y'all say, it is all rigged. Everything is rigged. So, they have the ability to, they control what goes viral. People thinking that when they go viral, they had something to do with it. No, you didn't have anything to do with that. YouTube had something to do with that, baby. Because I look at how YouTube will thread other people's videos behind my videos instead of threading my videos behind my own videos. You see what I'm saying? So they control all of that. And sometimes, you may not even want to watch what's coming behind that, but they're gonna make sure that you watch it, or they get that view for that channel, so that channel can generate views and monies. I noticed that. Denisha said, "Mama, you taught me the difference between hoodoo and voodoo." What's going on, Chris? Hey, Ellie. Or Eli, I'm sorry. Hey, Eli. Okay, Denisha said their time is up and they know it. That's why they going so hard. Thank you. Our moderator Chris says hit that thumbs up. Welcome to the chat. $ Vanita Love to Cash App if y'all would like to. Thank you. Hey, SM. Our moderator said Alicia Rocket, thank you for supporting Mama's channel. That's right, Denisha. The battle is already won in the spirit realm. Now it's here. As above, so below. Hey, Sonya. Yeah, you been missing me because they trying to hide Mama. They trying to hide Mama, y'all. Hey, C. Jones, how you doing? Hey, Karina. Thank you. I like that, Karina. Karina said, all that's superior is what can withstand the sun, not what can stand on another's back. Hello, I like that. Okay, thank you. Denisha said, Ashe, Mama. Our origins start out in the universe, the star nations, not planet Earth. Think about how powerful you all can be if you call on not only your ancestors, your ancient ancestors, but your galactic ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Think about the power in that. They can get you a heads up on whatever finna get ready to go down, protect you, your family. You understand? Keep you well. So we got to find a way to communicate, not only with like I said, with our ancestors here on the planet. Y'all got to find a way to communicate with them too. They showed this man. He was at will calling at will galactic ancestors. It was a black man too. It was on the news. And when he called them, you could see him coming in. You could see him in the sky. You know what people call the typical UFO. They were just showing up or hovering like over in the sky over his head and everything. So he was able to do that. That was on the news. So y'all, let's get ready to tap into that. But we just better know what we doing. Have a good reason for calling them. Now it's okay for us to say we want to study under you. We want to learn from you. But just to be just calling, be careful with that. I think that's when they talk about the motherships and the different spacecrafts and stuff coming to pick people up and take them on off. So y'all be careful. So I do believe that they have the ability to let you board that craft and go on from here. Now, a lot of folks might be laughing and thinking it's ridiculous and silly or what have you, but it's real, depending on where your conscious level is. Hey, Cherokee, how you doing? Thank you for bringing the fire. Hey, Cape Fear, did I speak to you? Yeah, I did speak to you one time. Okay. I'm reading over all the chat before I leave. I wanted to make sure I acknowledged everyone. It's a lot to read. I guess I'm gonna read it later. Okay, now. Okay, Denisha says she's finna get us some ancestor money. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. It's deep. It's deep. This money that they finna give us, they want it all back, y'all. Money is beginning to be like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think we need to be finding a way to invest into something like greenhouses and getting with people who can teach you how to can and how to grow in greenhouses. We got a lot of work to do. And this is how they gonna get us. They gonna get us caught. They gonna catch us off guard, y'all. Get with your ancestors and see what's getting ready to come up, y'all. They talking about giving them little $1,200 little dollars out again in August, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. You know they ain't gonna keep on feeding us and giving us money. They see us as a problem. They finna try to come up with a way to eliminate us, y'all. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news because I don't think it's necessarily bad news unless you ain't got a plan. When you got a plan and stuff, it's actually news, so you can get yourselves ready. Okay? Okie doke, y'all. Let me see. Anybody got any questions? You see that? Tiffany says, Mama, it's been really hot where I am. Almost all flowers in the flower bed have died. And I never had that problem before with these type of flowers in the past. I got that issue going on too. Where none of the plants put fruit on it. So I'm trying to get some understanding if is it the geo engineered seeds, the GMO seeds. I'm trying. I can't really put my finger on it. Is it weather conditions? Like what is it? They're doing something, and it's hard to find the channels and stuff of different researchers, scientists, people who investigate because they trying to clean it up, babe. It's out there. If y'all find something on what they doing with the weather to keep us from producing vegetables, some people are getting them, some people are not. Now I was told, well, you're under some type of microwave grid system. Depending on where your cache is, your wallet is, will depend on whether or not you're under that grid system. You're in a microwavable grid system, meaning that you don't have much money to pay to live. You understand? You're not are gonna have the privilege of being able to grow your own foods, vegetables, and flowers neither. This thing is carefully orchestrated. Y'all need to understand that. So if y'all can find some channels on that, Mama need to watch it. Somebody, thank you. Somebody sent me a video of a man, and I think he was in Texas, I think, and he showed three suns in the sky. This man showed three suns. If you'd like to see the three suns, I'm gonna get ready to upload it to my website. If y'all look in the description box, if you have not already, go to my website and subscribe. You can send me videos there if you'd like to. But I'd like to see you all subscribe because I've been putting videos on there lately, showing you what's going on, all over the world or what have you. Okay. But anyways, I want y'all to see this video. I'm going to put it on my website, okay, of this man showing 3 sons. He did a panoramic review, and it was just unbelievable. And they had all that cloud coverage over it, but you still could see. He said, "Here's our son," but then he showed 2 other sons too. Yes, Denisha, they were just covered with chemtrails, but they still shining through. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap for the Arctic. It's a wrap. With 3 suns, 3 suns have melt everything on the planet. And it's like, and I'm still trying to figure out whether or not it's weather wars. Because, see, one planet can war with the other planet using weather. How I know that it is not another country that have sent these 2 extra suns? Or each country wants to launch their own sun. Like I said, China's talking about launching 3 moons. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know you can launch 3 moons. So if you can launch 3 moons, you can launch 3 suns if you want to. Okay, y'all go to the description box down here, and you'll see my website. Click that link. When you go on the website, I actually hear you ringing the doorbell. Then that'll be confirmation that you're in there and you're in the right place. Okay? www.mother, MOTHER, Wiz, WIZDOMTREE.com. Mother Wisdom Tree. Okay. Okie dokie, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead on and leave and see if I can get some of this 3 sun energy. And they say it's 3 sons. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. But I said God the Mother, God the Father, and God the Holy Ghost. Them the 3 Trinities right there. It ain't nothing without the mother, okay? Without a mother, we couldn't be here. Okay, any questions before I leave? Any questions? And have I made it clear to you, because I know you may be watching this pretty soon, if you ain't watching, that if you don't like my dolls, you don't like me. Once again, they have my skin complexion. They have my hair. They're me. That's like me telling you that if you make a doll in your own image, shameful on you. I could not fix my lips to say shameful on you if you make a doll in your own image. I couldn't even say that. But no, you're taught that people like me, we're inferior. You're taught that people that look like me supposed to be in the fields, raking up weeds and hoeing and plowing the land. You taught that I'm supposed to have a great big old, like grandma would say, a great big old bag full of cotton dragging it. See, this is you've been brainwashed. Do you know that I come from a lineage line of witches, kings, and queens? Do you know this? That I come from a royal bloodline. Did you know this? That I have royal blood. Hello? I'm sorry to inform you that you've been taught a lie. Y'all break out of these programs. They done programmed y'all. And them programs are something serious. Because people will come and fight you if you shatter a program. In other words, if you're doing something that they was taught that you didn't necessarily do and they see you doing it, they'll come out and attack you. Baby, you will get attacked. Thank you. Denisha said kisses forget it. Oh yeah, and I need to let you all know on my website down there that you can get your very own Getty doll. I had somebody to come on my channel and told me shameful on me for having my doll. Shameful. And I'll see. You'll see. No, you're going to see because I done already let my ancestors know. Hello? What you up to? You going to see. I already done hurled a curse at you. Told them your name and everything, your screen name. They coming for you before you come for us. Hello? I don't take threats lightly. I'll see. That right there is a curse. So you want to cross me up because basically you always have disliked me. You're just not getting the courage to say something because you're scared. You know what them dolls mean. Those dolls to rattle you up because you're the enemy. Anybody that said my dolls are scary looking, are that you're the enemy. They're scaring you because they don't like you. Because they know you don't like me. Hello? Now, if you sat down and made a doll look like yourself, what I look like coming up to having the notion to tell you, or the conniption to tell you, you ought to be ashamed of yourself for making something that look like you. Who you think you are? Oh, thank you, Marijuana Community, for the super chat. Okay, y'all, I'm finna go, y'all. I done got tired out now. Okay, so y'all take this video and save it. Oh, I need to tell y'all, I have a miniature Getty. I think somebody already done bought it because somebody was saying they was gonna get it today. It was weird what the site was doing because like the site was showing out of stock on one particular doll. It said out of stock, and the doll was still in stock, so I couldn't understand what it meant when it was saying out of stock. So it was doing some weird stuff. And it goes back once again to those people who fear, you understand, my ancestors. Okay? And I know what you're saying. Oh, your ancestors were slaves. Oh, no, baby. Who were my ancestors before colonization, before your folks came over here and colonized? Who they were. Okay? They were not peasants. Hello? They were witch doctors. All be our men, all be our women. Hello? Sangomas, Mambos, hello? Priests and Bokors. This is who they were. And I bear the bloodline of the royal ones. And I want y'all to tell yourself that every single day. Do not admit to saying that your ancestors were slaves. Don't do that. Now, you may have had some ancestors that may have labored for some folks and they took advantage of them, of their labor, because they were royal. They did have the ability to make things grow that these people who colonized them could not make grow. Something special about you if you can make something grow from that soil, from that seed. Everybody can't do that. And so what they did is took advantage of the fact that these people were talented and gifted from the gods. You come from royal bloodlines. Tell yourself that daily. Get your wealth back. Get your land back. I come from a line of royal ones. Uplift your ancestors. Because your ancestors are shocked that you believe that all your folks was nothing but field workers and slaves. That's not true. Thank you, baby. Your ancestors built civilizations. They built crafts And they not only traveled all over the earth, but they traveled all over the universe. Okay? Your ancestors were here, your galactic ancestors were here before the colonizers were. I mean, these colonizers are very new. They don't respect anything, they're barbaric. Uncivilized. Anything that goes all over the planet and invade and infect. That's what I call uncivilized. Hello? So in ways, I'm going to end on that note. And I'm going to go on. See, that's the thing, Denisha, about that pen and stuff. That pen is just like floating out there. Don't have a picture on it. And somebody was saying that they wanted to get the pen, and they told me it was not available yet. And I don't see anything letting me know that that pen is actually purchased by anybody. It's something very significant about that Orbia Man pen. I don't know what it is about that one. But everything else is showing that it is for sale, except for that pen. That pen is showing out of stock and ain't nobody bought it. I sent it to several people that said, I want to get the pen, Mama. You going to make some more? I said, well, that one ain't sold yet. And if I go to it right now, it's showing not sold, but 3 people want to buy it. Thank you, baby. That Orbia Man pen got power. I might need to keep that for myself. But I'm going to get ready to make 3 of them. Because, see, what I was going to do is kind of switch up from making those other pens and just make Orbia pens. Because those pens are very powerful. Let me tell you something. When I got through, now, you might want a pen and you might not want it after I get through talking to you about it. When I got through with that Orbia pen, stuff was falling down all through the house. Something was trying to communicate, baby. Something about that Orbia pen. Oh, what you say? Said the divinity says activation in progress. Lion's portal is open. Thank you for letting me know. Y'all gonna have to explain more about those things to me. There are a lot of portals open. Somebody was telling me, and I thought this was very interesting. There are a lot of portals in Selma, Alabama, and that's where I was born at. And so, you can see a lot of ghost stories on the Selma ghost and things that have happened in Selma that were paranormal. There have been multiple people who have gone in a specific location in Selma and have literally disappeared or been swallowed up, And it is said that our ancestors here, when they did their chants and rituals and stuff, and they began to drum or whatever, they was able to teleport themselves through these portals from here to, okay, I see you made your purchase, okay, to teleport themselves from here to other places on the globe, in other worlds. The lady was telling me that they didn't necessarily need ships and, like spaceships or, spacecrafts or, aircrafts or ships to go from one location here on the planet to the other. They knew where the portals were, and they can get in those portals and teleport. That's what Star Trek got their whole idea from. On Star Trek, when you see them go inside of a portal and it actually, sends them from one place to the other. But there are a lot of portals in Alabama. Something very mystical about Alabama. A lot of people don't know it. Okay? A lot of seers. A lot of people with sight into invisible worlds, other worlds. A lot of time jumpers here in Alabama. And a lot of mystery in Alabama. You know, like swamp creatures and all that stuff is real. My son saw a swamp creature. When you see a swamp creature, that's not good. They have like, and I know that for sure. You know, I don't want to see them. That's why a lot of people don't go out in the night in the swampy areas and stuff, because if you have the misfortune of seeing a swamp creature, something really bad, devastating gonna happen to you. Just about everybody who's seen one, something bad happened to my son. Really, really bad. He saw a swamp creature. He described it as looking like Herman the Monster. Now, a lot of people might think this is crazy. They may laugh or what have you. But if it's, I understand why you're laughing, because if it's not happening in your neck of the woods, it's not real to you. You know? But he described it. He said it looked like Herman the Monster. He said it had a typical flat head. He said it was all green and it was glowing, like a neon glowing green color, and it had bolts in the side of its neck and those big old shoes like Herman the Monster. And I remember he told his dad he saw it, and I'm gonna tell y'all the whole entire story for those who are on Patreon and stuff, because I need to talk to them about it, and people who are on my I'm gonna talk to it, and then I'm gonna get my community together here on YouTube, where I'm gonna do exclusive videos for that membership program, because they sent me the offer of the membership program for YouTube. I didn't get invested in it, because it says you have to make sure you're gonna stay committed to it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get on there, and I guess for like a dollar a month or something like that, you know, I can give you all exclusives or something like that. But then that's not fair to my Patreon, so I don't know if I could do something like that for a dollar. Look. So, but anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all something very terrible happened to my son. I want to tell y'all more about it. But he saw that. He saw that swamp creature. So y'all get ready. If you're coming to Alabama, you're going to drive in bayous, okay? In the black woods of Alabama, you might see him, okay? No, I'm just teasing. One man said one of them jumped on his car. And where those swamps at, one time Mr. Willis saw a blue glowing light descending from the actual sky down there. And I knew exactly what that was, because they said these swamp creatures can come from other worlds back and forth down here. But he said, my son said the skin looked very green and glowing. He said it was the scariest thing he ever seen. He said he only saw it out of peripheral, because he knew that if he looked on it, he would have died. So he only saw it very detailed out of peripheral. Well, he said it was standing right near the swamps over there as he was driving, just standing on the street. Like, I see you. What if I was going to say? Ooh, also, there's another thing that happens that people call them myths or what have you, but that should be real. At the Alabama River, there is a actual river creature, sort of like the Loch Ness Monster. If you see that, that's a foretelling that you're going to die. So it's real big in that river. And if you see it moving in that river, everybody who saw that and foretelled of it, they died. Hey, ER Wheels, how you doing? Okay, then y'all been listening, ain't it? Absorbing it. Okay, y'all, I'm going to go on and everything, and I'll talk to you all later, okay? Bye-bye. Don't forget to save this video and rate and subscribe. Bye-bye.